Hey, Mr. 3 here at one of our favorite booths every year, Free League. Honestly, guys, one of my favorite RPG publishers ever. You had me at Aliens, and it's literally never stopped.
Never let go.
Never let go of your first love. That's what they always say. Although maybe I have I don't know. We're not going to get into that. Anyway, so we're here to see what's new here at the Free League booth, and of course, the first thing I notice is a duck and dragons. Kind of similar, right? Dragonbane.
Dragonbane, yep.
Tell me about this beast.
So Dragonbane is a fantasy RPG that came out. We launched it around Gen Con. That was our big event, but it's been selling like crazy since Gen Con. It is a fantasy RPG. We call it Mirth and Mayhem role-playing.
Yep.
It's actually a new edition of an existing game that came out in the 80s called Dragonbane, which was Demons and Dragons. We got the rights to it, and of course all the folks over in Sweden, of course we're a Swedish publisher, that's what they grew up with. So we were really passionate about getting this license and getting this property, and so we put out a new edition. We weren't going to call it Demons and Dragons in the States because it's pretty similar to another game that maybe people have heard of.
No, not at all.
Maybe.
Demons are entirely different from dungeons, okay?
Well,
I don't know if they've told you. It almost seems like that's the only downside of Dungeons & Dragons is the fact that pretty much you name anything and dragons, you're kind of screwed. You have to be like, oh, it could be ducks and dragons. No, sorry, it's and dragons.
You might get a letter or something.
Might get a letter from Hasbro.
So we call it Dragonbane here in the States. It's called Dragonbane in Sweden, and it's a box set. It's $49.99 is what it retails for. It comes with everything that's on the table that we have here in the corner. It is a adventure campaign book, standees, dice, pre-generated characters, character sheets, cards, like just everything that you need comes in this box. It's just, I love that for this product just because if you're ever like camping or at a con, you just throw this in your backpack and there you go. There's everything that you need.
I've always liked that about your starter sets. You guys do the best starter sets in the biz. Honestly, you do. Like, you have, I mean, outside of course, the theme and everything else, you give everything you want in a starter box. And this is coming from someone who played D&D since, like, the inception, practically, of D&D. And they did the core books, and you get, like, a couple of books. You know what I mean?
Right.
You guys pack everything, maps,
especially
figures.
the Blade Runner one, too. That was
Blade
just
Runner one
art.
was amazing. I love that starter set.
So cool.
And the Lord of the Rings one.
That folder with all the handouts in the Blade Runner starter.
That was crazy. And I mean, I honestly want to see. I don't know if you did for another Aliens like box set with that kind of, because I made up dossiers. Oh wait, I see a face.
I can't say anything.
That looks like somebody who can't say anything on camera.
NDAs are signed for a reason.
Oh yeah, no, we'll sign anything you want. Don't worry about it. So, so like I love that aspect because when I did the Aliens game, I made up all those dossiers for the very first book, and for your first adventure, which was I can't remember the name of it now, but it was one.
The Electric Dreams?
No.
For Charity of Gods.
Yeah, Charity of Gods, and I made up dossiers, and we played that, and it was amazing with having all the extra. And then you guys started doing that, and I'm like, that was a great idea or whatever. And I mean, obviously it carries over, and it just keeps getting better. I mean, look at this stuff, guys. It's just amazing. You have all the cards you need, everything else. I also love the art, by the way, very heavy metalish.
Thank you.
Do you remember a book called Heavy Metal?
I do, I do remember that.
It just looks really cool.
So this is the same artist as Johan Egerkrans. He also does the art for Vessel.
Oh.
So,
which is an amazing work.
He's just an amazing artist. We're just so lucky to be able to collaborate with him.
A guy to keep him chained in the basement.
Absolutely. I mean, we have some really amazing art. I mean, that's one thing that I'm like, we're super fortunate that we've got Martin, we've got Henrik, we got Johan. And
And I mean, you want your game to look good, especially in RPG, where you're visually you want it to draw you in because you're imagining it. You know what I mean? It's a lot. I mean, honestly, any game has to kind of look good. That's really the catch. But guys, before I ramble on too much, because I will, come here to booth at Free League. Guaranteed. Come and check out the booth here at Free League. Check out Dragonbane. I mean, I shouldn't have to sell you on this, but come by, ask questions of our buds here, and they will tell you everything you want to know, guys. Until then, stay tuned for more PAXU coverage, and game on.